Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about the presidential election in the Philippines that's coming up on May the 9th. So, what's going on is you have the leading candidate, Fernando Bongbong Marcos Jr. He's the son of the former Philippine President, Fernando Marcos Sr. Now, Bongbong Marcos is predicted to win the presidency. CBS News predicts his win. Al Jazeera does. Reuters does. Several news outlets do. He has, in the latest poll, he has 56% of the vote. I mean, 56% approval of voters that have been polled say they're going to vote for Marcos. Now, Leni Robredo, his leading opponent, has gained traction over the months. Her approval rating has gone up from 23 or 24% to 33%. She's holding rallies all across the country. They're called pink waves or pink rallies because the color of her political party is pink. And that has gained a lot of traction, but it may be too little too late, and I think it is. But now, the way it's set in the Philippines, you vote for a president and you vote for a vice president, but you don't vote for the president and the vice president together. So some people, even Marcos supporters, are concerned about this because in 2016, everybody thought Fernando Bongbong Marcos was going to be the vice president and Duterte was going to be the president. But Leni Robredo surprised Bongbong Marcos Jr. and won the vice presidency, even though Duterte won the presidency. And a lot of people think that Leni has been a good vice president and a good politician, but won't make a good president. I disagree with them on that, and that's a different video for a different day. But the presidential election in the Philippines is happening on May the 9th. I encourage all Filipinos to go out and vote, whoever they're going to vote for. The top four candidates, the four main candidates are Fernando Bongbong Marcos, then Leni Robredo, who's the current vice president of the Philippines. Fernando Bongbong Marcos is currently a senator of the Philippines. And Isko Moreno, who's the current mayor of Manila, and before he was a mayor, he was a famous Philippine actor. And then you have Manny Pacquiao, Manny is leading third in the polls at 6%. If Manny and Moreno both dropped out and threw their support to Leni, then Leni would have about, not quite 44, but close to 44, about 40% of the vote. And about 3 to 4% of Filipinos are just not going to vote. So, that's the latest. The Philippine presidential election is happening May the 9th on Monday, Philippines time. And it's looking like that Fernando Bongbong Marcos will win. But Leni Robredo is gaining ground in the polls. Her campaign workers, volunteer and paid campaign workers, are going all throughout the country, showing people why they should vote for Leni. And I kind of hope I hope they do. So anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.